Frank Raymond Ferney, aviation metalsmith chief. And from there, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years went by. In 2003, the Iraqi war started, and the same thing happened again. We had to go over with the Marines over to Iraq. So I went over there and was with the Marines on the front lines over there and stayed in tents. It was unreal, you know, things that I didn't do when I was in the Navy, and here I was a civilian doing things that I never thought I would do, you know. So I don't know how this will come across, but you know, when I came back from Iraq, not Bosnia for some reason, but I was in Iraq as a civilian. I was a GS-13 at the time, and full gear, full camis, full Kevlar, bulletproof helmet, neck guards, everything. Flying in on a helicopter, right, to land out to where we were going to stay in Iraq. And this is one of the huge C-53, the big ones that carry troops. I was on that helicopter with 30, maybe 40 reserve Army kids that were probably 18, 19, not more than 20 years old, sitting there with a rifle between their legs, full gear, sitting next to me. I'm looking down the seat lines where they're all at, thinking, wow, these poor kids, they probably just got here, and they're going in, and they're going to go into one of the cities of Iraq to try to bang on doors and not get killed, you know. And I looked at their faces, you know, and we landed out in the terminal where we had to walk to, where the base was a half a mile away. They land you out in the middle, no lights on because they're worried about people shooting across the, you know, the desert. And the back hatch comes down, and all these guys, come on, get up. They all get up. And these kids get down. They form a line. Of course, we just jumped in with them. And these kids were marching across. I'm following these little. I mean, here I am. I was probably, what was I, 45, 50? No, I was probably about 55 years old. Seeing these little kids doing this, walking across, thinking they probably have no idea what they're getting into, you know. And I felt bad. Anyways, we get over there, they all disperse, they go to their barracks, whatever. And I came back. This is what I was getting to. I came back here with the mindset of, you know, just what's going on over there, because I got a first-hand look at it. I got to see a lot of houses with the roofs blown off and things that happened over there, you know. And I saw these kids, you know, and I thought, gee, they're 19, 20 years old. We got back, and I think the first place we went was to not Ruby Tuesdays, one of the restaurants out here in town. We went in, we sat at a table, and I looked around, and I saw all these 19, 20-year-old kids in there, laughing and talking and joking, and the whole place was just abuzz with these kids that knew nothing of what was going on over there in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? It was like, and if I'd have said, hey, you guys want to join the military? No, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it just gave me a feeling of, wow, there's all these kids over there fighting, and you got all these kids here that know not one thing of what's going on, you know. And I just didn't know how to take that, you know. It was like, wow, a bad feeling, you know. It took me a while to get over going to restaurants and seeing kids that are, you know, was over there. And I ended the program in 1988. I'm sorry, 2008. 2008, the program ended, the Pioneer program. It was overtaken by another UAV. The Shadow is the name of it. And from there, I went down to St. Indigo's, which is the next base I was sent to. And I started working for the Department of Homeland Security. What I did with them was I was the head engineer down there. I had a group of engineers working for me, and what we did was we were in control of all the Border Patrol cameras on the southern border and up in Buffalo, New York, and in Detroit, Michigan. And our goal was we'd go up and fix them, we'd get them new ones, we'd put software updates on them, but a lot of travel in there. We would be able to travel down to, you know, where you see on the news today about all the immigrants coming across. I hear those names, and I've been to half of those places, you know. Detroit, we were up there watching the river up there, and the lakes. The Canadians were coming across with you know, human trafficking and stuff like that. And the same thing was in Buffalo, New York. You know, we controlled that up there.